Hello, Masla. Welcome. The train should be here in a few seconds, I think. I heard Tristan told me. Was it a good video? The last before Stavanger. That I completely forgot or misunderstood in 2020. Next week, okay. Are you traveling by car? What is going on here? Why isn't the train here? I was sure the train was going to be here now. Please be quiet, stomach. But I was quite sure what is going on. The train should be here. I've been here now. The train was 16 minutes late from Oslo. And it has just left Ed a few seconds ago, it seems. Then within a minute, or we could just watch the train instead of just trying to figure out where the train was. But yeah, that was the one train that I know about now until I think it's about 50 minutes. It might of course be other types of trains. So we could sit and talk a little bit and see if we see any more. I could check. It's probably not, is it? Yeah, we can wait. So we got into the university in Denmark. Okay. Are you happy about the choice? Yeah, but you can probably learn that better by using English. What do you mean? Yeah, of course it can be be difficult, and just theory is just yeah, I can see that. You learn way more by get out in the world and do stuff. Use your hands and mind together. That's a way better way to learn most things. Of course, you need some theory, but you can, in many ways, combine it together in a better way, I think. Hmm. I didn't know that, but it might. Luckily, in many ways, it's been a few years since I was going to school, thankfully, except the school of life, but that can be hard too. But at least it's more real than just theories and sitting on a chair all day. Well, yeah, at least I've not been on an official school yet, but especially the last 4 years has been a good example on how the school of life is and can be. And these last few weeks and months has also been quite hard. So but also maybe even though we have a lot of knowledge, it can be smart to think that, at least sometimes, maybe I don't know anything, everything I mean. You know what someone has told you, but always be open-minded and look around, and at least I have got a lot of experience with that I thought I knew a few things because someone told me so the last years, or basically all my life, and a lot of it doesn't seem to add up anymore. At least not everything, and a few important details probably is wrong, or not optimal at least. So I'm not sure yet how it is, basically. I'm in the middle of trying to understand and figure out how things are going to be in the future here. It's quite a struggle, to say the least. Really carefully, basically. In some ways it goes great and fantastic, basically, but in other ways it's really difficult. But ironically, the biggest problem is the doctors, basically. That's a really big struggle to and I'm really tired also because just in 1.5 months or less than 2 months I have been seeing so damn many people and just the last week, and or we can take this week. I was yesterday I was at a doctor, and tomorrow I need to take a blood test, and the day after that, on Thursday, I need to take a blood test, and then I go to the hospital on Friday, and then I go to the hospital on Monday, and take MRI of the heart and everything like that. So yeah, and that's just a small percentage of what I've done the last weeks. So I'm not sure if it has been almost 20 visits in just two months when this is over. 6 days in the hospital, the doctor's appointment before that, and a hell after that, yeah. So I'm really tired, to say it the least, and I basically quite effed up about a few things. It seems to be completely impossible to actually get someone to and take you seriously, basically. It doesn't seem like they think you are human, basically, for the most part. No, you're just a number and a name on a paper. And this and this tabell, I'm not sure what is it. Table? No, it's not table. Tabell. This sheet of paper tells me that if you have this, then you just take this, and then you just do this, and blah blah blah, and you're not a human. I'm looking at this computer, and you should do this and that, and yeah, it's a lot of hello, I'm a human. I'm not a sheet of paper, and that's really stressful and tiring, to say the least. So, but I still haven't gotten a conclusive answer. Of course, they suspect or have made up their mind that somewhat that it's some degree of heart failure. But that resulted in I having water in my lungs because the heart didn't pump or the circulation basically wasn't good enough to retrieve all the moisture or something. And so it was building up somewhere and also in the lungs. I just need to try to translate it also, but of course I know that I have been working really damn hard this last year, and I mean really effing hard in so many ways. So I'm not surprised if it might have been a bit too much for a while, but I also think that a damage to my back has been a huge part of it, because it has made things basically, yeah, it's made things really difficult because of some trigger point in my back somewhere that makes me feel really extremely bad. So it's been basically impossible to do anything in a normal way for almost a year. 10 months at least, I think. So less normal activity or be able to do a lot in a normal way, use my arms, just move, and a lot of stress in other ways. Probably a bad combination. Finally, yesterday at least, I got the doctor to understand that, yeah, let's finally take an MRI of my back and neck area, and let's see if something happened. Because stupidly, it was when I was opening a fridge. That I don't normally use. So when I tried a technique that someone told me, oh, if you do this and put your foot down there and hold it, then it's going to open better or something. And when I did that, I wasn't strong or did anything like that, but it was something snapped in the shoulder blade area on the right hand side. So and after that, 5 days after that, I have not been myself, to say the least. And that's probably been a quite stressful event in itself, and it's reduced my movements and what I can do and how much I can walk, and really just, yeah, it's been a hell, to say the least. And then I haven't had money for anything, basically, and I tried to work at a place and help out, and yeah, it's been perhaps a bit too much for the heart. So that part I can agree, but it's a lot of other things that I'm a bit worried about, that I don't have the whole picture. So, well, we have to see. I still have a lot of tests to do, and at least I don't think that I've found anything obvious in the genetic stuff yet. So, and I tested a lot of things around that in a blood test or two. So at this moment, at least, it doesn't seem like it was that obvious, at least a genetic fault. But I can't rule that out yet, I think. But because I know my dad has something also, so it's possible still, but I also think that a lot of how my life has been, at least the last year and a lot of years, can also explain. I've been quite a stressed out person, somewhat, and depressed because of, yeah, a lot of stuff. So but yeah, I don't know yet, to say the least. Is the short answer. But I'm really tired about doctors and stuff now, so I feel I need a break. And after Monday, I don't think, yeah, then it's a month until the next appointment that I know about, or at least 3 or 4 weeks, yeah. But I don't know when I get MRI for the back, so that can be in between. And just think 5 days of a week, you are going 5 or 7 days, you're going to appointments. That's quite tiring. Hi, Tristan. What the hell did you mean, Maslow? But I hope you find a place to live in Denmark. But you move in a week? No, 25th? Next Wednesday or something? You probably should have a place soon. How long is it for? Is it just this year, or? Five years? Oh, damn. What type of university is it? Hmm. Do you think you are going to like it? Yeah, let's hope that. Yeah, but the cost level in the country is also higher, I think. But at least we're not all the way in Slovakia. So it's just a train and ferry ride away, basically. Here, if you want to visit here. Let's hope it works out for you. But what do you want to do in Denmark when you are there? Visit every day, basically, on the university. It's way it's but yeah, it seems like it should be more possible to visit at least when you have more yeah. It seems like just an hour train trip or something. Then we have the ferries to Kristiansand and Larvik and Göteborg, Gothenburg. And also more, also Oslo, also, yeah, from Fredrikshavn. So that could make it a bit easier. Yeah, by plane, yes. But then I need the train. Yeah, but it's probably more. I don't know how much the ferry and stuff is, but 'Cause but at least I hope you will enjoy it as much as possible. In Denmark, you mean? I think they have started changing a lot of them, sadly. I also should have been going to Denmark for many years ago. Also, um, $400 in just 4 years? You gotta be kidding, man. Damn. Damn it. I just wish I had more money so I could go all over Denmark and film the next year. How many crossings are there in Denmark, approximately? Yeah, I hope you can do that as fast as possible. It would be a shame to not save at least a few more before they change it. Which one? By the way, I think the train will be here in a few minutes, and after that I'm not sure what to do, except that I need to find a toilet-ish. So I'm not sure if I'm going to stream longer than maximum a few minutes after this train. And after that I probably should in some fashion try to start heading home, since I need to take the blood test tomorrow. How do I open this? At least we have 2 lines done. Oh, come on. How am I going to open you, bastard? Yeah, do Skagen line have any more still? Or is it just modern-ish there also? Ah, finally. It's just peanuts, you know, to open this peanut bag. So funny. I think it's a Skagen bomb. It's the line from Fredrikshavn to Skagen on the northeast part. I really wanted to take that train someday. Both Hirtshals-banen and Skagenbanen. I think it's 10 years since I was filming the trains on the Hirtshals line. Yeah, that's nice. We should at least try to film those. Maybe we should rent a summer house or something for a week or something and just go filming. That could be a possibility if I just have money. Well, it could be a possibility that too, but I think normal car will be better to drive around. But of course, with caravan stuff, mobile, then you can stop everywhere almost. So of course. The rent might be cheap, but cheapish, but if you damage it, I think it's going to be quite costly. But this is something we really should look into quite fast, I think. Yeah, I would rather not use tent because when I was young, we used to camp in Denmark every year in the 90s. Oh damn, I'm old. And it's a lot of weird insects on the ground, to say the least. But it was really nice to go to camping areas, campsites. But that's basically almost. Yeah, we could rent cabins on a campsite also, and that could also be possible. Those are probably not the most expensive, at least not in the main season. I don't think By the way, the train should be here in just a few seconds if it's on time. I don't think it's the flies. It's some type of insect. A job in Denmark. We're going to study and work. Holy. Yeah, life. Get used to it. It sucks. Way more than you can anticipate. I hope you find a good place. Not too expensive, but a good quality. Not too far from yeah, 2010s. Oh no, it should be the 90s. The further back you go, the better quality the toys was made of, I think. Yeah, it's crazy. 10 years since I've been in Denmark. But yeah, that was the train. It's of course a possibility that it's going to meet a train in Ed, but I'm not sure. In case of that, it's probably going to come here in a few minutes, but yeah, we need to do that. We need, and just hope that my health is going to be good enough so I can take the trip. It would be nice to. I miss being in Denmark, actually. But for me to go to Denmark, I'm not sure. Maybe I can get some cheapish tickets on the ferry. And then it's mostly just charging and stuff like that, and having a place to sleep. If I go to Larvik or something, it's ferries all the time, basically every day. Okay. Is that on the west coast? Yeah, it is. I thought it said the Aalborg. But it should just be a few hours driving, I think. It says about 3.5 hours driving from Hirtshals. 4 hours, yeah, say 5 hours with charging. Oh, it's 290 kilometers actually. But it shouldn't be completely impossible. Yeah, it sounds nice. Yeah, you can understand it now. It's not a great feeling. It's actually quite a sad feeling, yet it still is a hard feeling. I think it's a stupid. I can understand that something need to change in the electronics or something of the crossing, and maybe change the gates and stuff like that. But really, I don't see why. The bells can ring for hundreds of years, basically, if they just get a new, get some service from time to time. And you still need to service the new crossings also, so. But that discussion we have had before, so. That's sad. Yeah, that's basically one of the huge problems with doing that in this way. It's local differences. The area might be different, and one crossing is in the countryside and one in the town and everything, yes, but everything basically sounds the same and seems the same, and that's just boring. I think you mentioned something one time. Thank you so much for the like, someone. Thank you so much for the like, someone else. But then I really think I need to try to leave soon. It's still a little while to a toilet, so and it's probably not just going to be type 1. So then I want to have an actual toilet. And not just the green type of toilet. But I hope you have enjoyed the stream. We saw 2 trains. This stream. What? Just 1 like again? Oh. If you understood what I meant. Well, it's okay when you just need to let out some water, but anything else? No, my knees don't support it anymore. And it's just stressful. I can understand why they figure out how to make a toilet. Yeah, that too. That's also a thing. And I really want to do that after I've been eating now, so. But yeah, then I just have to say, I think, thank you so much for watching and everything like that. Hope you have enjoyed the stream. And hope it's not going to be this long until next stream, but I never know. I need to take care of my health as much as possible in the future now, at least for a while. Have a lot of checkups and everything like that. And if you want to support the channel a little bit and help out with the charging cost for the car and everything like that, I have a Patreon and PayPal link in the description of the channel and most of the videos. Not the last streams, I think. I have forgot to do that, but at least it's possible to find. So yeah, was it anything? Thank you for this. Yeah, and thank you so much for being here, Maslow, and yeah, that was that too. But yeah, I'm quite busy this week, and yeah, we just have to see. I might have a few hours, but you are probably just going straight home, aren't you? But yeah, we just have to think about that quite. It was sad that we couldn't meet now, but hope we are available to do that soon. But I really need to get to the toilet, and it's at least 15 minutes away or something, at least. So, and my system is telling me that it's time soon. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, and see you next time.